Just about a week ago, there's been another break-in at the at at another place that's supposed to be maximum security in Nigeria. This time on the outskirts of Abuja, there was a break-in to the Kuje that's supposed to be a maximum security prison. But then they said they don't have CCTV cameras, and I'm having a hard time understanding what it is exactly is going to make that makes the place maximum security if you don't have CCTV cameras. That's kind of a basic security mechanism in this day and age. It's 2022. It's the 21st century, so I can't imagine any place that would call itself anything close to a maximum security anything, and will have the audacity to have the excuse that there were no cameras and there are people who broke in and they freed hundreds of inmates and you don't know who they were because there was no camera. It's just in this stage in the game, in this day and age, it just seems a little bit ridiculous. um I mean, that's why the idea comes up, right? Where people say things like that. Oh, well, if Nigerian leaders or the people in charge were serious about solving these problems, they would be solved. And so that goes to sort of that speaks to how seriously anybody will take you. If you say, oh, well, it was maximum security center outside of Abuja, and we had inmates of whatever levels up there, and it's like, oh, and then there was really not really any cameras that were there or that could see. It just doesn't. It's like nobody can take any of that seriously because it just says, okay, well, then what is it that makes it maximum security if the security cameras were not present? It kind of it's counterintuitive. It doesn't really make that much sense. But anyway, so here we are again with another attack, another banditry terrorist attack, um, that nobody can explain how it happened or who the perpetrators are, or you know a common mishap, something that just seems to occur every few weeks or so. Every few weeks ago, so there's another crazy situation, and there's like, oh, but we don't know who did it because it's so difficult to determine. Because anyway, so so clearly this is a problem for the country and for the citizenry and for just the country to be able to sit well, to sit on its feet properly. If there is no if we don't have problems of security solved, it's one of the most it is the most upfront issue. It is the most upfront issue affecting the welfare of Nigerians, because you can't do business. Some people can't stay. End up having to move because of problems of kidnapping and things like that. They can't do business. They can't do trade. Um, they can't, live their lives and things like that. It's something that's sort of at the heart of what it's making Nigeria not work. It's at the heart of it. So really tackling it seriously is really important. And so, of course, that means we need to talk about solutions. Talk about solutions all the time. It never gets old, because that's how things get solved. To talk about the solutions sort of incessantly, to always be talking about it, so that all the ideas come to the table and they get worked out. So, so one thing that came up is this fascination with the idea that, oh, well, they're infiltrators, and so the security efforts are limited by the infiltrators that compromise the integrity of the agencies. Well, okay, well, if you can't name who they are, that's just a distraction. So just focus on